Welcome back to our channel US Coins World. Today, we're diving into the world of rare state $quarter coins. Some of these could be worth a small fortune. If you've got quarters lying around, you won't want to miss this. Let's find out if you're sitting on hidden treasure. So let's continue our today's video on Top 1. Today we're heading west, straight to the breathtaking Rocky Mountains, for a closer look at one of the most majestic coins in the 50 state quarters program. Don't let its common appearance fool you. This coin is not just a tribute to Colorado's natural beauty. In some rare cases, it could also be hiding a secret that makes it worth a small fortune. That we're talking about the 2006 Colorado State Quarter, and believe me, if you're into coin collecting, or just curious about the hidden value in everyday change, you're going to want to hear this story from beginning to end. Let's begin with what you can see. The design, the Colorado State Quarter, issued in 2006, is the 38th coin released in the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters series. The reverse side of the coin is absolutely stunning. It features the mighty Rocky Mountains, with snow-capped peaks stretching across the horizon. Below them, a banner proudly reads, "Colorful Colorado," honoring the state's nickname and rich natural diversity, from alpine ranges to red rock canyons. It's one of the most visually captivating coins in the entire series, bold, dramatic, and unmistakably Colorado. But there's more to this coin than just its good looks. Behind some of these coins lies an even more powerful story, one that involves rare minting errors, unexpected imperfections, and collectors ready to pay top dollar. Now let's get into what makes the 2006 Colorado Quarter more than just pocket change. While millions were minted and circulated across the country, a very small number of these coins left the U.S. Mint with minting errors, and that's exactly where the value starts to soar. These errors aren't easy to spot, but for those with a sharp eye, they can mean the difference between 25 cents and tens of thousands of dollars. One of the most sought-after errors on this coin is the double die error, where parts of the design or lettering appear to have a slight duplicate impression. This can often be seen around the words "United States of America" or "Colorful Colorado." When viewed under magnification, the doubling becomes more obvious, and collectors love this kind of rare mistake. Another high-value variant is the off-center strike. In these errors, the coin was not properly aligned during the minting process. As a result, parts of the design may appear too far to one side, or parts of the edge may be blank. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin tends to be, but it doesn't stop there. Some Colorado quarters have been found with die breaks, also known as cut errors. These create strange raised lines, blobs, or cracks in the coin, often disrupting the design in fascinating ways. These mistakes may look odd at first glance, but to a coin collector, they're gold. And here's something every collector knows: condition is everything. A coin with one of these rare errors that has also been preserved in mint state condition, meaning it has no wear, no scratches, and still holds its original luster, is where the magic truly happens. It's not just about the error, it's about how untouched that coin is from the moment it left the mint. So why does this matter so much? Well, coins are mass-produced, but error coins are the happy accidents of that process. They're rare by nature and impossible to intentionally recreate. That makes them one-of-a-kind finds. Add the dramatic design of the Rocky Mountains and the growing demand for state quarters among collectors, and you've got the perfect storm for a valuable discovery. Now let's get to the question you've been waiting to ask. How much could a single 2006 Colorado quarter be worth if it features a rare mint error and is in top-grade condition? Well, hold on to your seats, because there is a recorded example of a 2006 Colorado State Quarter, showcasing a rare minting error and preserved in near-perfect uncirculated condition, that has been valued at an incredible $86,000. Yes, you heard that right. $86,000. From a coin you might easily overlook in a cup holder, a coin jar, or even your wallet, this is what makes coin collecting so exciting. You never know when the next treasure will show up. It could be sitting in your pocket right now, waiting to be discovered. That's why we encourage everyone, whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, to take a closer look at your change. Pay attention to the little things. What seems like a mistake could actually be your lucky break. Top 2. We're shining the spotlight on a coin that's not only rich in American heritage but might also be worth far more than its face value. the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter. Now, this coin may have passed through your hands countless times. Maybe you've spent it at a coffee shop, tossed it into a jar, or given it as change without a second thought. But today's video might make you look at that little silver quarter in a whole new way, because in rare cases, one of these Connecticut quarters could be worth an eye-opening amount of money. Let's start with what makes this coin stand out from the very beginning. The Connecticut quarter was the fifth release in the U.S. Mint's groundbreaking 50-state quarters program, which kicked off in 1999. This initiative brought fresh designs to the humble quarter, celebrating the unique heritage and history of every state in the country. And when it came to Connecticut, the design choice was both simple and powerful. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll see the image of a sprawling tree, branches twisting outward, rooted in the ground like it's been there for centuries. That tree is the charter oak, one of the most famous trees in American history. According to legend, in 1687, Connecticut colonists hid their royal charter inside the hollow of this tree to protect it from being seized by the British Governor-General. The tree became a symbol of freedom and defiance, and its image on the quarter represents Connecticut's proud role in shaping the foundation of American democracy. So right off the bat, this coin holds deep historical meaning, but what makes some of these quarters truly valuable goes beyond the design. It lies in the details, the imperfections, and the errors that occurred during minting. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these quarters, only a small number were struck with minting errors, mistakes that collectors crave. Let's take a look at some of the errors that make the 1999 Connecticut quarter especially desirable. First, there are double die errors, where the coin is struck twice, causing parts of the design or text to appear doubled. You might notice this on the words, United States of America, Liberty, or around the date. It's subtle, but if you catch it, you're looking at something extremely rare. Then, there are off-center strikes, where the design isn't properly aligned. Part of the charter oak might be cut off, or the lettering may seem pushed too far in one direction. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more unique and valuable the coin becomes. Other known errors include clipped planchets, where a piece of the coin's edge is missing, and broad strikes, where the coin is struck without a retaining collar, making the shape appear stretched or uneven. Collectors absolutely love these kinds of variations because they are accidental, rare, and impossible to duplicate. Every error coin is like a fingerprint, completely unique, but rarity alone isn't enough. For a coin to reach sky-high value, it also has to be in mint state condition. That means no scratches, no wear, no pocket lint damage, just a shiny, untouched surface that looks the same as it did the day it was minted. If you can find a Connecticut quarter with a known error and in pristine, uncirculated condition, then you've hit the jackpot. So why all the excitement over a single quarter? Because these types of coins are hidden treasures. They slip into circulation quietly, and most people never notice them. But for collectors, they're the ultimate find. They represent a moment in time, a bit of American history, and the thrill of spotting something rare when others looked right past it. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, there is a verified example of a 1999 Connecticut State quarter, struck with a rare mint error and preserved in flawless, mint state condition, that has been valued at an incredible $83,000. Yes, you heard that right. $83,000. All from a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. That's why this hobby is so powerful. It's not just about collecting, it's about discovering value where no one else thought to look. It's about history, mystery, and maybe, just maybe, changing your life with one lucky find. So go check your change. Look through those old coin jars. Dig into your piggy banks. And if you come across a Connecticut quarter from 1999, don't overlook it. Examine it carefully. Who knows? You just might be holding something that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 3. We're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarters, specifically, a coin that's often overlooked but might just be hiding an incredible secret. So grab a seat, lean in close, and let's talk about the 1999 New Jersey State Quarter, a piece of pocket change that, in rare cases, could be worth a fortune. You heard that right. A single quarter, that might be worth more than a luxury car, or even a down payment on a house. But before we get to the jaw-dropping number, let's start with a little backstory. The year was 1999. The U.S. Mint launched the historic 50-state quarters program, releasing 5 new designs each year to honor every U.S. state in the order they entered the Union. And New Jersey, the third state, made its debut in that very first year. Now, let's talk design. The reverse of the New Jersey quarter features an image that carries deep historical weight: General George Washington crossing the Delaware River during the American Revolutionary War. This iconic moment, symbolizing courage, leadership, and the struggle for independence, was chosen to honor New Jersey's role in the fight for freedom. If you look closely, you'll see Washington standing tall in the boat, surrounded by his determined crew, cutting through icy waters toward what would become a pivotal victory in American history. It's more than a coin, it's a miniature monument to bravery and resilience, but what makes this coin truly exciting for collectors isn't just the design, it's the mistakes. Yes, we're talking about minting errors, those rare and accidental imperfections that happen during the production process. And let me tell you, they are the golden tickets of the coin world. Let's look at some of the rare errors that have been discovered on the 1999 New Jersey quarter. First up, the double die error. This is when the coin is struck twice by the die with a slight misalignment, causing parts of the design, especially the text, to appear doubled. On the New Jersey quarter, this doubling is often found in the words United States of America, e pluribus unum, or even in the fine details of Washington and the oarsman. Next, we have off-center strikes, where the coin wasn't properly aligned during minting. These result in coins where the design is noticeably pushed off to one side, sometimes cutting off letters or leaving a portion of the coin blank. The more dramatic the shift, the more valuable the coin becomes. Then there's the broad strike error, a striking mistake that occurs when the retaining collar fails, allowing the coin to expand beyond its normal boundaries. This makes the coin appear stretched or misshapen, a telltale sign of a rare variant. Also keep an eye out for clipped planchets, where a small part of the coin's edge is missing. Although it may look like damage at first glance, this kind of error is actually created during the blank cutting process before the coin is even minted. All of these errors are rare, and when paired with a coin in mint state condition, meaning uncirculated, shiny, and nearly flawless, they can multiply the coin's value astronomically. That's the dream of every collector, a coin that tells a story and breaks the mold. What makes the New Jersey quarter even more intriguing is its place in the start of the 50-state quarters program. Coins from the first year are often more sought after, especially by collectors trying to complete full sets in top condition. Combine that first-year appeal with a rare mint error, and you have a recipe for serious value. And here's the best part: these coins were circulated widely. That means a valuable error coin could still be hiding in your change, your old piggy bank, or that dusty jar on the kitchen counter. You might have handled dozens of New Jersey quarters without realizing one could be life-changing. So here's the moment you've been waiting for. There is a confirmed example of a 1999 New Jersey state quarter, struck with a rare minting error and preserved in pristine condition, that has been valued at an astonishing $80,000. Yes, $80,000 for a coin most people would overlook. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. It's a journey of patience, curiosity, and sometimes incredible reward. A quarter might just be a quarter, or it might be a piece of American history worth tens of thousands. So go check your quarters. Examine every detail. Look for errors, unusual features, or even just pristine condition. That one coin could change everything. Top 4. We're putting the spotlight on the 2001 Kentucky State Quarter, a piece of U.S. currency that's not only beautiful and historical, but in some rare cases, astonishingly valuable. So, get comfortable, grab your magnifying glass if you've got one, and let's explore what makes this coin so special, and why one of these could be worth more than you ever dreamed. Let's start with the design. The Kentucky Quarter was the 15th release in the U.S. Mint's celebrated 50-state quarters program. And it captures the spirit of the bluegrass state in the most elegant way. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find Federal Hill, the historic mansion famously associated with the song My Old Kentucky Home, framed by a beautifully detailed split-rail fence. But it's what's in front of that fence that really draws attention: a thoroughbred horse, peering through the rails, symbolizing Kentucky's long-standing connection to horse racing and the legendary Kentucky Derby. This imagery isn't just decorative. It tells a story. A story of tradition, Southern pride, and the deep cultural roots that define Kentucky. It's no wonder that this coin is a favorite among collectors, even before we factor in the rare errors that make it worth a fortune. now let's talk about what really makes this quarter stand out: minting mistakes. While the US Mint aims for perfection, sometimes errors sneak through the cracks, and for collectors, those imperfections can be gold. Quite literally. Let's break down some of the most sought-after errors on the 2001 Kentucky quarter. One of the most valuable types is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck more than once by the die, with slight misalignment. It causes elements of the coin, like the text United States of America, or the year 2001, to appear doubled. These small flaws are often overlooked by the casual eye, but to a trained collector, they stand out like a beacon. Next, we have the off-center strike. This error happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned in the press, causing the design to appear shifted to one side. If enough of the design is missing but the date remains visible, this kind of coin can become very desirable, and very valuable. There are also die cracks, which show up as raised lines across the coin's surface due to a break in the die. These cracks can sometimes form across the horse or mansion, making for a truly one-of-a-kind coin. And don't forget the broad strike error, where the retaining collar that gives the coin its shape malfunctions, allowing the metal to spread out unevenly. These coins look warped or stretched, and while they may seem damaged to the average person, they're actually collector gold. What makes these errors so exciting is how rare they are. Most error coins are caught and destroyed before they leave the mint. But a few slip through. And when they do, they become the stuff of legend for collectors. But the magic doesn't stop with the error alone. Condition plays a massive role. A coin with a rare error that's also in mint state, meaning no scratches, no wear, and full luster, is what collectors dream of. It's like finding a rare painting that's never been touched by time. So where do you find a Kentucky quarter like this? Honestly, it could be anywhere. These coins entered general circulation, which means they were used in daily transactions, passed hand to hand, dropped in tip jars, or maybe forgotten in a change drawer. And that's exactly why you should check your quarters, especially the ones dated 2001. Look closely. Examine every detail. That little image of a horse behind a fence might just be hiding a small mistake, one that turns a 25-cent coin into something truly extraordinary. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, there is a known example of the 2001 Kentucky State Quarter, featuring a dramatic minting error and preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, that has been valued at a staggering $80,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $80,000. For a quarter. It just goes to show that even the most ordinary things can hold unexpected value, if you know what to look for. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. It's not just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt. And the next big find? It could be sitting in your hand right now. Top 5. We're talking about none other than the 2013 Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter, a coin that's as rich in historical significance as it is in collector value. Now, you might be asking, what's so special about a 2013 quarter? Well, buckle up, because the story behind this coin is nothing short of fascinating, from its patriotic design to the rare minting errors that have skyrocketed its value. Let's start by stepping back in time. The Perry's Victory Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. Each coin in this series showcases a national park or historic site, and in 2013, one of those featured locations was in Ohio, Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial on South Base Island in Lake Erie. This site commemorates a turning point in American history, the Battle of Lake Erie, during the War of 1812. It honors Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry's decisive naval victory against the British, a battle that secured U.S. control of the Great Lakes and helped ensure America's independence for generations to come. The design on the reverse side of the coin is striking. You'll see the tall, proud Perry's Victory Memorial column, standing strong on the Lake Erie shoreline. In front of it, a solemn figure of Commodore Perry himself, representing courage, peace, and leadership. This isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of perseverance, diplomacy, and history etched into metal. But now let's talk about the real treasure, the reason collectors and treasure hunters are hunting down this coin like gold. The Perry's Victory Quarter, while widely released, has rare variants and minting errors that have made certain copies incredibly valuable. These aren't mistakes you can easily see unless you know exactly what to look for. and that's what makes finding one so exciting. Let's dive into the types of errors that can take this coin from spare change to serious cash. First up is the double die error, one of the most coveted mistakes in coin collecting. This happens when the coin is struck twice with a slightly misaligned die, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. You might notice this in the lettering, especially in United States of America, or even in the fine details of Perry's figure or the memorial itself. Then there's the off-center strike, where the design is pushed off to one side due to improper alignment during minting. If a coin is off-center enough to catch your eye but still shows the date and major features, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands to the right buyer. Another fascinating and valuable error is the broad strike. This occurs when the coin is struck without the collar that normally shapes its edges, allowing the metal to expand outward. It creates a strange, distorted edge, and to a collector, it's a sign of rarity. Also, keep an eye out for die cracks, cuts, or clipped planchets. These errors can look like odd bumps, missing parts of the rim, or strange raised lines. What might seem like damage could actually be the result of a rare minting flaw, and that's where the real money is. Now remember, rarity is only part of the equation. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A coin that's been heavily circulated and worn down won't fetch the same price as one in mint state condition, clean, shiny, and uncirculated, just like it came out of the mint yesterday. So imagine combining a rare error with a flawless condition. That's the jackpot moment collectors dream of. And here's the best part, these coins were released into general circulation. That means your chance of finding one is real. It could be in your pocket right now. It could be in your change from the grocery store. It might even be stuck between the cushions of your couch. That's what makes this hobby so thrilling. You never know what's hiding in plain sight. Now for the grand finale, the question you've been waiting for: what is the maximum value one of these quarters could actually be worth? Well, there is a confirmed instance of a 2013 Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial quarter, featuring a rare and dramatic mint error, preserved in exceptional uncirculated condition, that has been appraised at an astounding $80,000, yes, $80,000, for a single quarter. So the next time you come across a 2013 quarter with a tall column and a historic figure on it, don't just toss it aside. Look closer. Examine the lettering. Check for doubling, cracks, odd shapes, or unusual alignment. Because that tiny piece of change might just be the rare treasure that transforms your day, or even your entire collection. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want to discover more incredible coin stories and hidden gems, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future find. Thank you for watching, and remember, the next legendary coin could be sitting right in your pocket. Happy hunting!